Hi boys and girls, welcome to Storytime with Pastor Steve.
Hi boys and girls, today's story is Daniel and the Lions, taken from Daniel chapter 6. If lions had the gift of speech, there are some things that they could teach. There is one cat especially who could tell much to you and me. If he could talk, what would he say? His story could be told this way. Long, long ago in Babylon, a lot of things were going on. I'd live each day with my small crew and did just what most lions do. You may well know, as an aside, a crew of us is called a pride. Then trappers came for us one day. They caught us and took us away. They showed us to the king and then they put us in his lion's den. We all were very hungry when they threw a man into our den. I thought, it's time to eat. My pride rushed forward for this treat. I later learned why he was there, inside this place of raging fear. His name was Daniel, and he had some enemies who were quite mad. Daniel was honored by the king, who gave him charge of everything. Those men with jealousy and hate had tried to seal poor Daniel's fate. They hatched a plan and tricked the king, who signed a really rotten thing. That awful law would not permit a prayer to God one little bit. Now anyone who disobeyed, no matter to which God he prayed, would be arrested there and then and thrown into our fearsome den. Well, Daniel knew it wasn't right. He knew this law was done from spite. He kept on praying anyway to the true God 3 times a day. His enemies were watching then. They looked into his window when they saw, to their malicious glee, someone was praying. It was he. They took him to the king, who said, I surely don't want Daniel dead. Those evil men then pointed out, he has to die without a doubt. The king agreed that this was true. So there was nothing he could do. He handed Daniel over then. That's how he got thrown into our den. As we were rushing for the feast, we couldn't touch him in the least. God sent his angel here, and he was far more powerful than we. We couldn't hurt Daniel because God closed our mouth and sheathed our claws. So when the king came here to see, Daniel was as healthy as could be. I'm sure you're glad Daniel got free, and you should be, but think of me. You can imagine how I feel. That day I missed a tasty meal. But it was all right, if you please. Remember Daniel's enemies? The king threw in those evil men, so there was feasting in our den.